Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today's video will be a beginner video, what I would use in a beginner makeup kit if like this was my first time doing makeup and I just wanted to learn how to do makeup. These are the items that I would start off with, just trying to keep it simple. So if you want to see how I got this face and all the products I used and all that good stuff, make sure you keep on watching. And me and my flyaways. But yeah, make sure you keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys. Hi guys. Welcome to another video. It's me. I'm back again. So today's video will be a beginner makeup video. Things you need to get a makeup look if you're a beginner. So you know this is going to be truly affordable. Let's jump right into it. The first thing, and these are things that I probably wish I knew when I started out makeup. You know, I started watching YouTube. And if you're not careful, YouTube can have you buying a lot of stuff that you don't need for your skin type. You don't need for the look you're going for, only because it's so popular on YouTube. Like YouTube will have you buying, social media in general will have you buying a lot of stuff. So these are things I wish I knew before I actually started, because I was just buying stuff just because this person used it or that person used it. So now we're slowly getting there. So the first thing to use I absolutely think that you need a primer. Not only does a primer make your makeup look flawless in place, but I feel like it just creates a barrier on your face because you're putting makeup on top of your skin. So I feel like a primer just helps not to let that makeup sink into your pores or clog your pores or any of that. So I would always recommend a primer, even though you necessarily don't need it, but I would recommend it. So we're going to use today the Power Grip primer from e.l.f. And I'm going to list on the screen exactly how much these products cost. So by the end of the video, we'll get a total of, you know, how much we spent for this beginner makeup bag. So yeah, use this first, a gripping primer. You can get primers for pore filling. You can get primers for redness if you suffer from redness or dullness. You get matte primers, you get dewy primers. Like it all depends on your skin preference. And this primer right here is just going to make whatever I put on top stick and stay. That's what it should be called. e.l.f. I just gave y'all a new name, stick and stay. If I see y'all use it now, I'm gonna need some of this stick and stay. Well, yeah, just rub it in, pat it in gently on your face, especially like if you have pores or anything. Just focus it mainly on those areas. And I like to do the primer first because I want it to really settle in my face before I actually put the makeup on. The next thing we're going to do, I'm going to use my RCMA translucent powder, and I like to use this to put on top of my brows. I'm just putting it on my desk too. I don't even have nothing to put it on. I'm just putting it on my desk. I don't even know where the top is. So I put this on my brows because my brows are oily. I'm oily combo if you don't know. So I'll just like pat it on my brows so my brows don't get like really oily throughout the day. Okay. Y'all know I never do brows. I sometimes do brows when I get on here, but I hardly do them because I'm not a pro at brows. I'm just learning to kind of like use a pencil, which we're going to be trying today. And this is just a LA Color brow pencil from like Dollar Tree, and it was $1. And it's the dark brown. So I don't even know how to explain this, y'all. Y'all probably just gonna have to watch me. But I don't use a mirror that makes me close like this. I use a mirror that's a normal thing, because if I'm close like this, I'll draw like extra brows. I'm crazy. So I just start, I hope y'all can see. I just start like on the end. And I'm just doing little tiny strokes to give me a tail, since I don't have a tail in my opinion. And then same, I might as well say I start from the middle of my brow. And I'm just tracing, and then lightly filling, because this pencil's kind of dark. I don't really use this pencil. So I'm just like really filling in my hair more so. I'm not like making a different kind of eyebrow or anything. So now I go on the bottom where I feel like I probably shaved off too much hair, because I've been cutting on myself. And just lightly fill it in. So that's good enough. We're not gonna go overboard today. And then brush it to make sure. And if you like really unsure if you got everything, brush your hairs in the opposite direction, right? If you want to fill it in a little bit more, and just fill in those areas where you think you see like little gaps or whatever. I'm not gonna go too far with it, and just brush it in place. Okay, let me do the next brow. I'll be back. Hey guys, it's now time to clean up the brows. We'll do the brush thing, you know, in another video, because if I do brushes and the makeup, like, I'm gonna talk too much. So LA Girl Fawn concealer. This concealer is like $3.99, $4.99, depending on where you get it from, right? It's been out for centuries. So this is Fawn, and I'm gonna just put this on the back of my hand. You know, it comes with a little sponge. But matter of fact, this is beginners. So beginners, you don't know nothing about no brush. I still do this from time to time. It comes with the brush. It comes with a little tiny brush on it already, right? We don't have to make this hard. Take this little tiny brush, squeeze a little bit out, and underline your brows without really trying to just avoid your eyebrow hair. So I would say let that sit for a couple of minutes, because you want it to, the longer you let it sit, the more coverage you'll have. So just let that sit for a couple of minutes while basically I go find a brush to try to blend this out. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get to blending. Just a random Shop Miss A brush, nothing fancy. And you just want to pat it in. And this just gives the illusion that you got your eyebrows arched. Even if, let's just say I had hair all the way down here, I didn't get it arched. If I put this concealer on top, it'll semi-cover it up to make it look like I got a fresh eyebrow arch when I didn't, for those days in between. So just cleaning it up, right? Now, my eyebrows are done. This I knew nothing about till maybe a year or so ago, but I'm going to do it today because I have to go out the house. I'm going to use my MAC paint pot and laying low to set my smile lines. And what this does is this prevents my foundation and powder and everything from sinking into my smile lines when I smile a lot throughout the day, or I talk a lot throughout the day, and then you have a foundation and it settles and it creases. It just looks horrible. I hate that. That's my like worst part of makeup. So I just pack it on there. This is considered a primer, an eyelid primer. So, okay, we're just going to use it as eyeshadow today. I mean, eyeshadow primer too. So I just took it on the same sponge, and I'm going to pat it on my eyelids. With makeup, you can use multiple things for multiple reasons, or multiple steps. You can use one product for multiple steps. So I just pack it on there for now, even though we're not doing like extremely bold eyeshadow or anything today, but just to let you know that you can use it. Okay, so on to foundation. Foundation. It took me a while to know my skin type. It took me a while to know that I was oily combo. But the seasons change, or as my age change, I find that I'm getting more normal. I'm not as oily as I used to be, and I don't know if it's because, you know, spring is coming, winter is over. I don't know. We'll see in the summertime how my skin reacts. But I used to be like really, really greasy in this area. Really, really greasy. I hated it. Even though it was one point where I was dry skin, I prefer oily skin over dry skin any day. Dry skin hurts. Okay, so today I'm using the Black Opal Even True Flawless Finish Foundation. And this is $6 from Target. You all know I have a video on my channel. If I'm talking about something, 9 times out of 10, 10 out of 10 have already used it on my channel. So this is in the shade Nutmeg. And I wanted to use this because I hope y'all got that. I don't know if it cut off or what. I used the Black Opal Even True Foundation from Target for $6 and some change. It's in the shade Nutmeg. I just applied it all over my face with this Real Techniques brush. I stippled it in, not swipe. Oh man, I think it cut off. I gotta pay attention to that monitor. I'm glad I looked up when I did, because I was about to jump into concealer. You can find an affordable look, an affordable foundation at the drugstore, grocery store, anywhere. You don't have to spend a lot of money on foundations. Okay, now I'm going to use the same Fawn concealer to highlight with. And I guess highlight just gives your face dimension, so you're not looking like flat, like one color. How it used to be back in the day. Yeah, it gives, your foundation gives you an even smooth canvas, but nobody is truly like one color. So I guess this gives like a light reflecting, like it makes the light bounce off your face or something. I don't know, y'all. I do not know. So I do my chin, my upper lip, and underneath my eye. And I do like, you know, they got the, I guess that method where you do right here and just right here, but I just put it right here. Same way. Let it sit for a minute. While that is sitting, we're going to use, of course I won't be able to find it probably, my Morphe stick in number 18, Filter Effects stick in number 18. And this contours your face. Same thing, shape, definition, all that good stuff. So I usually just do right here. I know that some people do like their chin bone or whatever. I'm going to do a little bit on my forehead today. I usually don't never contour my forehead because my forehead going to be big. There's no way that I can contour it down. I always blend out my contour first. That way I'm giving the concealer a little bit of time to actually give me some coverage. And I got a clip for this hair. It keep coming out. And blend this contour up. Don't blend it down. Blend it up. I guess they say if you blend it down, it makes you look older. So blend it up. So I'm kind of like semi-blending it into my concealer. That's what it's going to be. This hair is working my nerves. Breathe down. Okay. Now, blend out the concealer. And I have a little brush that I wanted to try. Same Shop Miss A brush. I think it's for contour though. But I want to use it today for this. Pat it in. Don't swipe it. Still pat. Now this sponge is damp. I went to go wet it. And now I'm just going to push that concealer in. I just learned to do this probably a couple of years ago. It hasn't been that long, y'all. I haven't been like highlighting. I used to be flat face, so if you're flat face and been doing flat face, don't worry. It'll come to you. Okay, now we need to set the concealer to stop the concealer from moving, creasing, sliding, looking bad, right? So I'm going to use this Morphe Bake and Set in Banana Rich. And we're just going to place it everywhere we put that concealer to set it. Me, I'm a lover of deep yellow powders. I don't like the bright or maybe not the like white looking powders. No, that's if you like want extra glam or you're going somewhere like extra special and you want a really highlighted look. Not me. Just give me a deep yellow. And this I know is $12. Only the places where I put that highlight concealer. And it can get everywhere, as you can see my face. But I'm kind of like just pushing it in. Just pushing it in, y'all. Nothing fancy. So I wouldn't consider what I'm doing baking, because baking is when you actually just sit it on top and let it sit. But I'm pushing it in. To set my contour, I'm going to use the Black Radiance Complexion Contour Palette. And this is medium to dark. And I'm going to take the dark shade and set this contour everywhere I put the contour. So as you can see, after you put the cream or liquid powder products down, then you take a powder product to set it so it doesn't move. That's what I get from it. And I usually go in like circular motions. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I do. I just feel like it doesn't make my contour look sharp. Okay. Since we're not doing shadow, right? I got the Black Radiance palette, same palette, but this is dark to deep, so the shades are deeper, right? I'm going to take that middle shade. Even though this is a contour palette, like I said, you can use multiple things. You can use one thing for multiple makeup, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to take that shade, pat it on my eye. Y'all see how pigmented that is? Y'all know I love a brown. Oh, I love a brown. I do. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna leave this out because I went and got this out my little box. I haven't used this in forever, but I'm using it this week. Oh, just pat it on there. I figure like a brown shade would just give you a flush of color, especially if you're not comfortable yet doing colorful looks and all of that. You just want a pop of color in your eye, but you want to be like comfortable with it. Just put a brown on there. Now, I haven't been doing this all my life, but I just started recently. So I take the eyeshadow and kind of like bring it up into the beginning of my eyebrows and along the side of my nose, and it just makes it seem like my nose and my eyebrows are going together. I know I'm making no sense at all, but can y'all see it? Can y'all see it just a little bit? Don't have me thinking I'm crazy, y'all, because I'm telling you. So this is what I do. I don't go all the way down with it. Just a little bit. And take a little blending brush to blend out this. Because I was using a flat brush. So just blend this out. Or the edges, I should say. Okay, that's done. Next up is mascara. I don't have a, like, or I don't know where it is. Like a, I just got this Kosas mascara that I got from Sephora like last year. I don't know where my other one's at. But of course we're not doing lashes today because lashes are not for beginners. You build up to lashes. It took me years to build up to lashes. So, and this just makes your eyes pop a little bit more. Make sure you get black, or if you got brown lashes, get brown. Get the color of your browns. But black is going to make it like pop, pop, pop. And I don't know. I'm not putting it on in no order. I'm just making sure that all my lashes are coated, y'all. So I can't even tell y'all like how to put it on. Okay, I don't see any blush. Y'all know how I am. So I'm going to take this juvia'splace bronze palette, and this is in dark. And because it has this semi-orange shade up there, that's kind of like a deep orange. I'm going to use a little bit of that and give me just a little flush of color at the top of my contour. See, this is a bronzer, but I'm using it as a blush. Right? Okay. For powder, I'm going to take this CoverGirl Clean Fresh in 200 Rich to set the remainder of my face and dust away any excess powder. And same thing, you stippling, not swiping. Okay, I felt like we got somewhere. Okay, same. Should I do? No. I'm going to take this, and I hope that it's sharpened. I'm going to take this Beauty Supply store. It's supposed to be like an eyebrow pencil, and it was 59 cents, and it's just like a dark brown. I always use dark brown. Even when I first started makeup, I've always used that as a lip liner. Let me see. Let me see if it'll sharpen. Yes, I have a pencil sharpener. Best thing ever for makeup. You probably think like, she do a lot of schoolwork. No, I do a lot of makeup. So we're going to use this to line our lips. Okay, first I got lip gloss on. And I always put lip gloss on while I'm doing my makeup. So when I get to this step, my lips are moisturized and not dry. Because you don't ever want to put like lipstick or anything on dry, cracked lips. Not cute. Take it, line your lips. Just go, I don't know. If you want to overdraw them, that's totally up to you, but I never really overdraw. I just go with the natural outline of my lips. And this is a 59-cent pencil. And I'm going to use my Merit lip gloss in taupe. Because you still just want to keep it simple. So I just want to keep it simple. I don't want to do too much. And this is my skin tone, as you can see. A little bit lighter. This is some good lip gloss. And kind of like just pat it in. So like that liner can not be so harsh. And I don't look like I'm in an 80s R&B group. Yeah. The most important step of them all is to set all of this. After you put all that powder on your face, all these products on your face, you want them to go together, to marinate together. So NYX Bear With Me spray. It's like a million different setting sprays. But I usually soak my face because that's what I do. But just spray it so that all of that can like go together. Last step, I did that. So I sprayed my face first, and then if you want to, you do not have to. I'm gonna take some of this mascara and coat the bottom, my bottom lashes, just so my eyes can like really, really pop. And the reason why I did it afterwards is because I didn't want to like do my lashes, spray it, and then it start running because it got wet. Okay. And one more thing, if you feel like your brows are like out of place, like I always just like, or matter of fact, my everyday makeup bag always turn into a complete mess. If y'all saw, I got 3 everyday makeup bags. And why? So this is the NYX. It's kind of like a brow mascara. So if you feel like your brows, you even could have used this first. Like you didn't even need the pencil because you just wanted to comb your brows in place. This will fill in your brows and everything too. But for me, I'm just putting a little bit on there to put it in place so they don't move. Because my brows tend to move throughout the day. Like they'll be bushy. They'll get bushy. And I'm basically combing them up. Right? So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. This is the completed look using a drugstore or just affordable products. Very beginner friendly. This would be my beginner makeup kit that I would use. There's a lot of things that I know now that I wish I know then, but makeup is just a learning process. You're not just going to get it just your first time sitting down applying makeup. You're not going to get it. You're going to make mistakes, and I don't consider anything to be a mistake because what you think is a mistake might just be your style. It might just be who you are and how your makeup reflects you as a person. So don't never let nobody tell you that you're doing it wrong or you shouldn't do it like this, because makeup is a reflection of you. And if that's your style, then that's your style, and rock it how you want to rock it. Don't let nobody tell you that you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. So if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure, or let me get up close so y'all can see. You know I always like to get up close. I'm not used to, ever since I learned how to put on my lashes, like I've been putting them on. I thought about getting lash extension, but I worked too hard to learn how to put on eyelashes for me to try to go get lash extensions now. So this is how my face is looking. And just to let you guys know, like my camera and my, when I edit and everything, I never use a filter or anything because I always want y'all to see like the true makeup, even if I still have lines, even if I still have, you know, imperfections. Nobody's face is going to be flawless. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, please, and this was for the subscriber that asked me could I do this. So So shout out to you. Anytime you want me to do a video or you have a suggestion, always feel free to drop down in the comments and let me know. I'm open to suggestions. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.